Joining us on this Monday morning, I'm Shantae Sumter. We want to start right with meteorologist Ashley Ruiz, who's been tracking this system for a while, and more snow dumping this morning, Ashley.
Yesterday, we had blowing snow, just bursts of snow, especially over the South Sound, Seattle. Did you catch it?
Oh, I was driving through South Center at one point, and it was like, I felt like I was in a blizzard.
Right? It was windy, and so we could still get a couple of bursts of snow this morning and just off and on throughout the day. So that is why we're under first alert weather mode, and a lot of areas are sitting at or below freezing. However, the South Sound, you see how temperatures have fluctuated a little bit, but we have that snow melt from yesterday, and so we likely have some icy spots out there. If we are going to continuously see this trend, which we are expecting these passing snow showers, it's going to lead to at least maybe some reduced visibility at times. But right now I'm not seeing any majorly heavy snow, not as heavy as yesterday, except closer to the coast over the Olympic Peninsula. I want to point attention to Bellingham. Bellingham, we have that Fraser River outflow, and temperatures are tanking as expected. 23 with a little bit of light snow falling, but now we have that northeasterly wind making it feel significantly colder. The rest of western Washington feels like the 20s. However, Bellingham, 11 degrees is what it feels like to our bodies. So we have that cold weather advisory. It kicked in last night, lasting all the way until Wednesday. And portions of the area, western Whatcom County, that's till Wednesday, but also in the foothills, we have this cold weather advisory for the potential for wind chills, maybe 15 to 20 degrees. We also have that winter weather advisory. Depending on your location, this doesn't include the city of Seattle. However, we could have another round of snow this evening and then tomorrow. So we'll see if we get added to that in the city of Seattle, but maybe an inch of snow additionally, but snow levels are at about sea level as of right now. High temperatures today, about 30 in Bellingham. The rest of us still expected to come above freezing, so likely going to have more snow melt, and then it could refreeze once again tonight. Taking you through the futurecast, you see scattered snow showers. We'll likely have that shadowing from the Olympics to start the day, and then it's going to fill right back in for Puget Sound. So coming up in just a few minutes, I'll continuously track these snow showers for you and let you know how cold we're expected to get this week.
And as you prepare to head out this morning, as you would imagine, some of you will be dealing with some slick roads. This is a lookout on I-5. If you're traveling in Whatcom County, you can see the road completely covered with snow at the moment. So you definitely want to give yourself some extra time. You see that color change on the map. As far as crashes are concerned, we're heading down to Snohomish County. So this is I-5 northbound for those of you working your way into Marysville this morning. Just south of State Route 528, you have a right lane blocked because of a crash. And a new crash has just popped up near South Center. I could also see from looking at cameras in that area, you definitely see some snow and ice on the road. So you definitely want to give yourself some extra time. I'll continue to track those conditions for you throughout the morning. And as we just mentioned, that snow is dusting parts of King County this morning. You can see some of these cars covered with snow overnight. That weather is already leading to some school delays. Let's head to King 5's Drew Andre, who is in South King County right now. Drew, we see the snow falling, definitely covering there behind you. How was the drive up?
Well, good morning, Shantae. Yes, drive wasn't too bad. We weren't experiencing ice as we were driving towards Maple Valley, where we are right now in a neighborhood. But you can see just a little bit. We are getting some flakes that are coming down. And of course, as you can see around me too, there has been quite a bit of snow over the course of the last day too. To give you a point of reference here, take a look at this car that we have here that's been parked here. This is over the course of the last day or so. You got a pretty thick sheet here. And what I noticed too, right below it, icy, of course, too, as you can see right there. Now, because of all the snow that's coming here in neighborhoods like this in Maple Valley, you can see how the ground right now is just covered in snow. This is one of the reasons why we're seeing those delays at schools. Maple Valley's schools here are one of the ones that are impacted. Now, we also want to give you a sense of our drive too. Let's show you some video now of that. This was when we were driving along Highway 169. The good news is, from what we experienced, on Highway 169 there. You're not seeing ice on the highways. You can see too in some of the videos some fog that came into from earlier just within the last couple hours, but not too bad on those main roads. But back out here live again, what you are experiencing on some of these neighborhood roads. Look at that. Just it's crunchy as I'm walking around, and just below the snow. Of course, some of these side roads, of course, could get a little icy too, so something you want to keep an eye on. But we'll keep you updated all morning long here from South King County. For now, reporting live, Drew Andre, King 5 News.
Thanks for that, Drew, and definitely some good advice. Make sure you're taking your time, especially on those side roads this morning. Well, crews in other parts of the lowlands are working to ensure those roads are safe for you this morning. In Seattle, SDOT tells King 5 crews are putting out salt on major streets to keep snow and ice from building up.
We're in 24/7 mode. We are out there patrolling Seattle streets, pre-treating them to help do what we can to prevent ice from building up. Again, give yourself extra time to get where you're going, because there might be black ice out there, and that is something you do not want to mess around with.
We're told even though the snow has melted in the city, cold temperatures means that moisture could freeze and become dangerous. You heard Ashley mention that a few moments ago. The agency adds it has about 150 crew members scheduled to help keep roads clear. We're also tracking cancellations and delays at SeaTac Airport this morning. Right now, you don't see too much happening on the departure drive. So far, 34 flights have been canceled and 44 have been delayed. These numbers have doubled over the past few hours. Let's head up to the mountains now, where conditions are a bit more difficult for drivers right now. Traction tires are advised on Blewett Pass and Snoqualmie passes. They're required on White and Stevens passes. We're also tracking some avalanche danger this morning. This map from the Northwest Avalanche Center shows the highlighted areas in orange across the Cascades and Olympics are at considerable risk for avalanches. Rescue crews are urging skiers and hikers to stay on marked trails and out of the backcountry. And WashDOT says make sure your car's emergency kit is stocked up if you're traveling over the passes, because an avalanche could also close the interstate. We're already seeing dozens of school delays across western Washington this morning. So far, you can see a lot of cancellations there on your screen. Bellingham, Ferndale, Granite Falls, Lake Stevens, Lake Washington. So you definitely want to go ahead and check those alerts. We don't have them all listed here, but we'll be tracking them throughout the morning. You can also see updates on the bottom of your screen or at king5.com.